Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Bluetooth. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna. Time to get sentimental now. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Lolita doesn't like sentimental people. Watch out if you're sentimental. She's not sentimental at all. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna, oh my Lord. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Woo. Hey Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jesus Prabhupada, 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 Jesus Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, oh my Lord. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Oh Krishna Radhe. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar. Oh man. Ah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, put your microphones on. We'll chant together here for a little bit. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Krishna
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 Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama
Rama
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Rama
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari Krishna Hari
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna
Rama Hari
Hare Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari Krishna Hari
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama
Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hari Hari Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama
Hari
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari Rama Hari Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Rama
Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna Hari
Rama,
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
I got a car, baby.
Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hey, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda. Yeah, I'm still on this phone internet here, so to make it a little concise. So we're going to go back to the appearance of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In the beginning, Lord Brahma did not have the power to see anything. Mm. Ah. Did not have the power to see anything, although he had been born upon the lotus flower in the Lord's navel. So anyway, Lord Brahma didn't have the power to see anything. And then you know what he did? He created all kinds of things that he called nonsense. He said, everything I created was nonsense. In other words, you're still not seeing anything. Because what he saw was the real thing. And this is what happens here. This is the spiritual awakening. When you get a real empowered representative of Brahma, in the real line, coming down, what he saw, that devotee sees also. The real Krishna, the real thing. See? Otherwise, you're seeing things that are just things. See? You're not seeing the real thing. See? So Brahma, he couldn't see anything and nothing was created yet. And then when he got empowered, when he saw the real thing, which was God, the Lord, as he is, then he was empowered to create what? He said, the Lord empowered me to create all kinds of nonsense, things to do with the body, the material body. So people are seeing, they think they see something in this world, but they're not seeing anything really real. It's all like a shadow of what is real. See, so most people are not awakened, so they were going around looking at things that are all temporary. They're here, like a dream, in a dream that you're dreaming and it looks real and then you wake up. Well, we're doing that in our waking lives. See, that's why, by chanting the holy name, we start to wake up, because we start to begin to perceive what is real when our soul and our spirit begins to awaken. See, that's why it says in chapter 1, when you have a real spiritual master, is the beginning you start to have real spiritual experience. You start, the spirit begins to peak. You get a peak of the spirit, more and more and more. Yeah. So it's an interesting story. Started with Brahma. See, when you trace everything back into the history, spiritual history, then it's really fabulous. It's fantastic, man. This history is the history we really, really want to know. If you know this history, then you know where it's pointing you, where to go. So that's why our line actually comes through Brahma. See, first Brahma realized that, Lord. And then he came and the Lord says, okay, you create all these material things that come and go. For the, it's like a jailhouse, with a, like in a cell, they put a bunch of furniture in there. This is like a jail cell in this universe. The whole universe is like a jail cell. And the Lord says, okay, put a lot of furnishings in there so that people can live in there. Okay? And then there's a time, then the Lord starts taking the furnishings out. Because in the jail, it's like they come in and movers come in and then move it out sometimes. That's just the way of the world. See, that's why the Lord says, don't get too comfortable in this jail. It's just a jail. So fortunate, like I like meeting people like Maria, because it's like, she was ready to go. She even said, a lot of people come here, they're ready to, they're like, hey man, just God, take me out. I'm done. I'm finished with this life. See that, so the Lord helped her, gave her a new life, giving her a new life. They give her something to live for. Otherwise, I was also at that, when the early 70s, I had nothing. I came in with nothing to live for. I mean, I did the thing, I very young, I went to work. I, like an adult. I was 15 years old. Went to work, uh, and and then I had all the things that young people, adults have. I had a great time, went to bars, you had women, and all this. I had done all that. And I was done at like 21. Really, I was done. I was like, this. What is this? It's meaningless. Doesn't mean anything. And that's when these things often happen. Is the Lord says, "Okay, they're ready for this." A lot of people, they like Maria was calling young souls. It's true. They're the young souls. They're not dumb. They just love. Oh yeah, give me more boats. Give me more. Good times. Let's have a party. You know, let's get drunk. Let's accumulate wealth. So that's the world. It's like that. But then there's a time the Lord starts moving this stuff out, and He's doing that in the lives of many people. And that's why, they talk about a great awakening. That's what's happening now. People are waking up. It's almost forced. Whether you ask for it or not, you're going to wake up. Or you're out of here anyway. A lot of times people don't get a chance to wake up because, they're being taken out, You listen too much to demons, Yeah, so anyway, spiritual truth. Okay. In the beginning, Lord Brahma did not have the power to see anything, although he had been born upon a lotus flower from the Lord's navel. However, when he became completely surrendered himself to the Supreme Lord, the Lord, by his causeless mercy, appeared before him. And that's why ultimately you got to come to the point where you're willing to listen, because you're not going to get the Lord coming directly to you. It just doesn't work like that. We're not qualified, especially in this Kali Yuga. Unless you got something from your past life, you may get glimpses. And even if you have something, usually Maya will come in there and suppress you. And so, she's powerful. Okay? But if you're fortunate, then you come and you listen. You're really open. You listen to an empowered person. It begins to make sense to you. Okay? Begins to make sense. And then you start to have spiritual awakenings and some spiritual strength, come to you so you can begin to overcome all of these obstacles, so that you can enter the kingdom of God forever. Yeah, that's why we get the really choice person. Choice person is if you're more or less done with you just frustrated with the world, and you try to overcome it in all your own way, like Brahma did too. He tried to figure it out on his own. He couldn't do it. We need help. We need the mercy, and that mercy flows so nicely, so beautifully, in association of those who live on that mercy. Otherwise, to attain that special mercy of the Lord without a disciplic line, a real one, not the false line, not the false followers, the real followers of Lord Caitanya, chapter 12 of Adi Lila, were those who have this mercy flowing, and it continues to flow. It's not stopped like in the neophytes. Maybe they get a glimpse of it, and then even their leaders will stop it because they believe in them. Okay? That's why lucky is somebody who begins to listen to an empowered person who has this special mercy of the Lord flowing down through. See, and that flows into you and gives you spiritual awakening. It's called Bhakti Lata Bij. You get a scent of the real truth, the absolute eternal truth, and are set free from that. Lucky is a person like that. See, we get those persons. See, and then you make others lucky. Just by you receiving this mercy, being in the real line, the Lord just uses you like effortlessly, like a flute, to liberate others. No more false ego. And, oh, man, look at me. I'm really a strong person, man. I'm really, smart person. I'm really austere person. Oh, I'm really a good person. I don't eat this or do that. And I'm really good. You start to realize there's something else. some special power. See, that's the personal potency of God. He begins to give it to you because you come into the association of those who have it. That's why, you Narayan Maharaj devotees, you ISKCON devotees, you got any line out there, I haven't seen the real mercy flowing. You Radhakund Babajis, you want it, you're going to have to come here. You X's, you ex-persons who came here and left, if you want this, you're going to have to come here. Otherwise, you stay in your delusions out there. It's all a delusion. Can you imagine? You got that one guy, he has a picture of an ex-person who left here on top of him. What's that saying, man? I can just tell you the truth. You're just a fool. A complete fool. The Lord gives fools those kinds of gurus. Okay? The fools leading the fools. And that's just the truth. You may not like it, but it's good for you. His medicine is never tasty. Real medicine, man, is bitter. Isn't it? The truth can be bitter if you're attached to illusion. Yeah? But it's the medicine. That's why, Lord, it says, the scriptures say a devotee has no enemies, right? And Bhaktisiddhanta said, I made so many enemies in my life. You know why? Because he gave them the medicine.
That's why they hate Jesus.
Yes, Jesus too. And they see, we worship those who give, the real doctors. At first, they didn't like the medicine. The Pharisees didn't like it. Just like you gurus out there, you sannyasi, you don't like this medicine, but it's true. You don't see Gohari, like his ecstasy gets greater every day because he speaks the truth. I'd rather have one day speaking the truth and be struck down by these people who hate the truth than a whole lifetime of being in illusion and living in lies or tolerating illusions, where there's no hope for these persons. Their followers and themselves are going to die without this. Just like Lord Caitanya said, if they don't accept me, they will be destroyed. There's no difference now. If they don't accept this, you know what's the destruction is? You can't destroy the soul, but you just keep coming back into this world, and you're born, and then you kind of grow for a while, and then you get old and diseased, and then you're destroyed. And you do this again and again and again until you accept the Lord when he comes here through his flutes. And he's here. We'll prove it. You come for a while. You got to hear. That's the only way you can understand a person's position, whether they're liberated or non-liberated. The only reason why these devotees in religion, the Vaishnava religion, don't know is because they're listening to people who are non-liberated. They're not. They can't tell. You can't understand liberated topics from a non-liberated person. You come here, you'll get to discern who is actually liberated and who's not. You'll see who's actually speaking Prabhupada's book and who isn't. That's what they're afraid of. They're like the elites. The same thing. What's the difference between the elites, the smaller group that's trying to keep the larger group under illusion? They're called illusionists. You come here, we'll dispel all those illusions. You want the truth? You want to be free? Yeah, you got to hear from those who are the transcendental flutes of the Lord. And you can learn that by hearing if you really want. If you're done with your thinking that you know so much about bhakti yoga, yet you don't have the ecstasy the devotees have here. The experts are the ones who are ecstatic devotees. They're realizing something. And until you're Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified in a person, you don't know much. You know all external things. You know the external names. To you, Krishna's name is external. It's not internal. It doesn't release the internal potency and make you blissful and happy, and anybody else who hears that from you. Yeah. Yeah. See, when he became completely surrendered himself to the Supreme Lord, the Lord by his causeless mercy appeared before him. See, completely surrendered. Good luck, man. See, that's the old thing. That's why Lord Caitanya came in this Kali Yuga. He knew people are not completely surrendered. But if you will associate with his devotees, sometimes even unwillingly, even though they come across your path and you hate them, that can turn into deep love just because you brushed across the causeless mercy and that started to spill out of you, that poison that's been inside. You've been like we're walking around with a bunch of pus bubbles. There's all this pus and poison inside, but no release until you meet the devotees. And then you project, like Lalita talked, projecting. You project all that's the poison coming out. It's like on Krishna, see? He all he did, what was his fault? He just went into took a swim in the river, but that river was full of Kalya's poison. See, poison personified was Kalya. See, that river in Vrindavan represents what the devotees live on. You think they live on physical water? Well, their bodies. But they live on what the river represents, that river of the truth flowing. See, from the flutes, from the cowherd boys and the cowherd girls preaching the glories of Krishna. You notice, don't they do that a lot there? See, Krishna enters the forest and all the trees and all the bloom. Bloom with what? Bloom with glorification of the absolute truth. See, so Kalya was in there, just like Kalya is in religion. We talked about that yesterday. I remember religion, the perfection of religion. See, Krishna was the perfection of religion himself. He's always the perfection of religion. Radha and Krishna, perfection of religion. Devotion to Krishna is the perfection of religion. That's why even Sanatana Goswami said when he could chant the holy name in ecstasy, he says, oh, look at this. This has freed me from religion, with all its difficult rules you have to follow, regulations, and do this and don't do this. Oh man, this devotion to Krishna that awakens by chanting has freed me from all the difficult things and processes you have to do on the mighty path. What more do I need to do than to pick up my bead bag or no bead bag or nothing and chant the holy name and commune with the Lord? I was thinking about that this morning. It was so beautiful, man. Everybody, we're just in the Lord, and just I just love just being around people who are able to do that. And if you're not, come here and we'll teach you how to do that, how to be in that transcendental blissful Lord that Advaita was in, that Nityananda was in. That's why I like those personalities. They were in that transcendental Lord and were blissful because of it and ecstatic. In Srivas, in Gadadhar, they're all in that trend. They're all qualified persons. And we got people here becoming that qualified too. To be in that transcendental Lord, and they reflect that just like they did. Oh my goodness, we got the living books here. Isn't that amazing? Living books, what you read about in the book, you can see in the Lalitas, and all those people can commune with the Lord like that. And nobody else. Not any of these. That's why you come here. That's why the gurus don't want you to come here. You see too much truth, too much reality. You'll find Krishna here. You'll be like those wives of the Brahmins, and those guys are in their position of trying to stop you from reaching the ecstatic cowherd persons. We got cowherd boys and girls here, man. And they're ecstatic ones. They're in Krishna, and Krishna's in them, and they're blissfully communing with the Lord. And these gurus don't want you to do that. That's their job, is to test you, how much you want to be saved. Because this is the only thing. You don't accept this, and you accept people who are non-liberated, who can't commune with God like that you see in the books, but you don't see, because you got to see real people doing that in real life, time, place, and circumstance. This time, this place, and these circumstances revived 550 years ago what was going on. You got to see, be real people communing with the Lord. And now you begin to get purified. Now you start to say, man, I can relate to this book, man. Man, I love reading this book. This is about persons who were in the Lord and the Lord was in them, those rare persons. Okay? And you start to feel yourself like a family member. That's why if you don't feel like a family member here, you're stuck somewhere in this world or in the Mayavadi, like Meena. She's stuck in the Mayavadi thing. And anybody going there, you're such a fool, man. She should be over here if she wants to be free before she kicks the bucket. She's getting old, you know. A lot of these Prabhupada decided they're dropping like flies nowadays, you know. Try to give them a chance, man, you know. What is this, you know? Here we're in the Lord and the Lord is in us. Absolute truth. Absolutely true. There's no lie here. You know, it's a lie when people they're out there, they leave here and they say, well, I'm in the Lord. Well, I'm looking as the Lord in you, and all I see is a big friggin' false ego. Or people following you, putting your non-liberated pictures on top of theirs. That's foolish stupidity, man. You're coming back, man. You ain't going back yet. You haven't figured it out. The disciples of Jesus, when they stood firm, fast with Christ. They knew he was a living being. He was alive, man. He was like Lord Brahma, who had realized the truth. Yeah. A lot of this mercy enlightened Lord Brahma with absolute knowledge of the Supreme Lord. This mercy enlightened Lord Brahma with the absolute knowledge about the Supreme Lord. Isn't that interesting? So the question should be, what is this absolute mercy? What is this mercy? This mercy is that devotion, that bhakti lata bij. That's why you can only get it from those who have it. Those who have been cultivating it, and it's not just a friggin' mustard seed anymore. Those who have ecstatically worshiped the Lord, and it grows bigger and stronger and faster than Maya, stronger than Maya, smashes like a hammer Maya illusion. This mercy enlightened Lord Brahma with absolute knowledge of that love to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy. See, that is transcendental sentiment. There's one thing I thought, Lalita, she should have said, there's material sentiment and there's spiritual sentiment. See? Spiritual sentiment. Otherwise, they could fault you and they could say, you see, you're sentimental. Look at you. You're crying all over the place. So you identify it, you know. Yeah. To those who worship people with spirit sentiment. Oh, it's fantastic. It's different than everything. Even Maria commented on it. She said, this is so different than anything I've done. This is so different. She was excited. I said, yes, you got a new life now. Because this is the real life. That other was display. That was Disneyland. This is the life everlasting, man. You know, we've been doing this for years. 5 years we're doing it, continue on life. We're like Ananta Seixas, continually speaking the glories of the absolute truth. Never gets hackneyed or boring. Even the name Krishna, Krishna, over and over again. Krishna, Krishna, it's just never boring. Why is that? See? Because it's real, man. When you're in with real and you finally find what is real, why would you give it up? Yeah, I'm tired of trying all these things in the world and then discarding them, trying this one. And I thought, well, I'm just trying to look for happiness in this object and that object. And you keep discarding it, you know. Or you think, let me have more of it. You get really attached. Oh, I need more gold. I need more control. Oh, you're big Bill Gates. Oh, I need more control. Oh, it's not enough. And the guy works on a business. All of these guys, Elon, they really have to work at being famous and all of that stuff. But they're not famous in the eyes of the Lord, just the eyes of the world, because the world is worldly, right? So the world loves its own. Oh, Elon, you're you're going to put a chip in my brain. Good. Oh, good, good. Oh, yes. Give me the chip. Give me, give me, give me. Oh, Bill Gates, you want to shoot me up with poison? Oh, please do. Oh, please. Oh, rah, rah, rah. You're such a good person. Oh, you. See, they're famous. Men of the year. Yeah. Rapist, a lot of times rapist, the men of the year, they they believe in illusions. See, then the Jesus Christ, so those who speak the truth at first, they're not always famous. Later, because people need to get purified from their followers or something, continue the purification. Then all of a sudden we got millions of people worshiping Jesus, right? Even though they don't know him, just like millions of people worship Prabhupada, like Lalita was saying today. They don't really know Prabhupada. Luckily, at least they accept his name. It's like they accept the name of Krishna. Do they really know the name? Do they really know Radha? Do they have Radha's feelings? Are they Radha's girlfriends? Oh, you think it's a cheap thing to be a Radha's girlfriend? You think it's some material sentiment? Oh, Radha, I really love you, but I hate Lalita. Oh, you're your real girlfriend. You're really worshiping Radha. Yeah, yeah. So that's what we got going in this world. A lot of illusion, man. A lot of people, they're believing in the nonsense that Brahma created. No, I like who he liked at first, how he got empowered. See, I'm into that, man. I want to look at that, right? Isn't that the main thing, man? Hey, man, let's look at what empowered Brahma, not to what he actually created from that, because he even wasn't into it. He even prayed to the Lord. He said, Lord, how do I stop from not getting bewildered by all these things I'm creating here for the fools? Yeah, I'm going to be engaged in creating this bullshit thing and this bullshit thing. How am I not going to be overwhelmed by looking at it? Yeah, so the Lord, so I then see the real smart devotees. You come here, we'll give you a brain. You'll be thinking like Brahma was doing and thinking, and the advice that the Lord gave him. Oh, Brahma, well, just realize transcendental knowledge. Just meditate on the truth that you're in me. Everything is in me. You're in me, and then I'll be in you because you're my devotee now. See, the Lord doesn't. He's not an ingrate. You make a friend like the Lord, he never will leave you. Not like the world. Your friends all leave you. They change their mind about you. Or you elevate a little bit and then they think, oh, I can't relate to you anymore. Or families do that. This is what you learn here. Your family start looking at you and you're not of this family. Let's try to change you first. They try to, get you back, to the way, and then if you won't change, it's like, oh, well, now you're a black swan. See, black sheep. Oh, we got a crazy one in our family. See, because you've elevated out of that. The same thing with ISKCON. The same thing. If you get rejected in ISKCON or Gaudiya Math or Gaudiya Samiti, even, it's a good sign, because if you make it here, you got less. What do you call problems keeping you back? That's the special mercy of the Lord. So this mercy enlightened Brahma with absolute knowledge of the Supreme Lord, the origin the origin of all incarnations. See, the origin of everything. If you look at everything, can be looked as an incarnation. The incarnation of money, the incarnation of this person and that person. They're all incarnations, but the source of them is the transcendental Lord. Anyway, the Lord has made it very easy for us to meditate on that transcendental Lord. These books are all about that. Everything is saying, in this way, that way, and everything is always pointing us back to the essence of truth, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship the Lord, like Lord Brahma did. See, loving ecstasy and tears started dropping from his eyes when the Lord appeared. See, and then he began to understand, oh, wow, you're different. The Lord is very different than anything. See? I'm so happy to see Maria. She's getting that experience. Wow, this is very different than anything I've ever done. Yeah, you're right. And it's wonderfully different. That's why people look at us. You're so different. Yes, we are. You don't see just any ordinary devotees crying transcendental, sentimental tears. We're speaking real transcendental knowledge that they understand and know and relish and taste and believe in and are surrendered to. Yes, very different, very uncommon. And that's what we need. We need such difference in this world. Krishna and Krishna's devotees are all very different than people of the world. That's very good. That's very important to see such difference. Otherwise, you're just around birds of a feather who flock together in every material world and incarnation again and again and again and again. You need that difference. You need those who are like Jesus, like Lord Caitanya, like their real followers who have their real potency that they bring to this world, to liberate it, so that you can also be different than the world. You got to be different, like water and oil. You have to be separated from the world. Oh, and then it's a contradiction. Then the world is drawn into you. Or is it into you, or is it into the Lord? See, you're just, you ever see these whirlpools? See, there's the whirlpool, but it draws you down to somewhere, That's the devotees. They're like these little whirlpools, and they suck the world down. Or actually up. They're like a whirlpool that goes up instead of down into the Maya. Suck you up into the spirit. Thank God for that. People are lucky if they fall into this whirlpool and so thereafter, spontaneous, pure glorification of the Lord sprang from Brahma's mouth. See, like Radharani was glorifying this love for Krishna, and from that love, from the mouth, glorification comes. See, it's always the same way. This is it. There's this narrow path. It's the real path. Leads to reality very fast. No, many lifetimes thing. No. We don't teach that. See, that's why this is really the most glorious teaching and the most glorious thing, because this is where what Narayan Maharaj was worshiping, what all these acharyas were worshiping. I don't accept that. Like, that's a real acharya thing. No. This is real acharya stuff, where the real mercy of the Lord is, where the real deliverance is. That's the special contribution, is delivering people quickly. Okay. People may have a problem with that. Well, hey, man, truth is truth. People get delivered here. They're not getting delivered. Show me one delivered person. I'd just like to see. Show me one person. I met all of these persons that are gurus there now. I met them all, and I wasn't impressed by not even one. To me, people think, what, you're not impressed by all that austerity they do? No, I'm impressed by deliverance. I'm impressed by people like Lalita worshiping God in ecstasy. Now, that's impressive. I don't know why people don't know what is really impressive. They've been bewildered in the world, in Vaishnavism, in religion. Vaishnava religion, to me, that's what it is. They're impressed by, well, look at Narayana, how austere he is. No, I want to look how ecstatic he is, how intimately he is actually worshiping Krishna. Show me that. I've never seen it. Oh, well, he has it, and he's holding it back. Yeah, I don't know, man. I want to see it. I want to be confident in it. I didn't see it in the writings. At least in Prabhupada, I saw it in the writings. This man knows. Why? Because he knows what I know. I can relate. That's how it is. Yeah, I feel what he was, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that. That's why I love the, Nectar Devotion. I was reading that book in 1980. I started reading it. I said, my God, I had these experiences. I know what this love is. Then I became very enthusiastic. Yeah, let me, and Chaitanya Charity, this is my tribe. I belong with these people. I knew it from the beginning. Bhakti Vinod did also. That's why you see, you need somebody that has a relationship already to help you. Because you'll have so many who'll help you out of that relationship. Oh, and they're all in the name of religion, all in the name of Krishna and Radha and all of that. They'll help you right out of that relationship. Like I went to a Narayan Raj group. I went to one of the girls there, that was respected, and she had also the big false egos. Yeah, I was seeing it was like a big thing right in front of my face, and nobody saw it except me, And she was saying, and she said, at first when I came, I loved Krishna's pastime because she was born in Vrindavan or something. I think she lived there a long time, and she had these. She said, I read the pastimes. I felt this love awakened, and then I took initiation from my Guru Dev here, and I just stopped. I had the same experience, the same thing for me. I totally can relate to that too. I dropped down to this Vaidhi platform he was preaching, all in the name of Raganuga. All in the name of Radhe, 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 and all the intimate pastimes, right down back to Vaidhi Bhakti. Just like her. And she lost it. She said, and then, well, Gurudev, why did I used to love reading Krishna, and the tears would come, and I felt so, I took that away so you could preach. What kind of preaching is that? To take the tears away. That means you got no friggin' realization. You've been screwed by Maya. What does it say? What did I just read? This is how it is. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the real understanding. Watch out for those who take your loving ecstasy away. You've been fooled by the putana, witch, the witchy woman. Watch out. See, you lose. See, you can't. I also lost. I went to Narayan Raj for a year and a half, and I lost my realization in that association. I got my white bead bag and white dhoti and went around a bland existence with no understanding. Krishna wanted to show me. Thank you, Narayan Raj. I'm not bitter. Thank you very much. Great experience, man. Gave me something to talk about. Although they don't like me talking about, right? Then we're attached to this. Too bad, man. It ain't real. I like real, man. We do real here. If you're ever fed up with that, fine, come over here. If you want to die a bland person, I never heard anybody have anything to say. Every time I hear in that group, and I'm just saying this from what I'm seeing, I call in the shots like an umpire. Neutral. I don't have any hatred for them. I want to help them. Yeah, just rituals. Then they go around, bang, bang, clang, clang, just like it's always been in Vaishnavism. Boring. Clang, clang, bang, bang, all in the name of Raganuga Bhakti, all in the name of spontaneous. They're purebhakti.com without the pure bhakti. They're the crying school that Lalita went to without the crying. There's all like that in the world. It's a bunch of baloney. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, thanks, Govinda. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. See, I got to be Mr. Unpopular. Who cares, man? It's truth. My personal experience. How can anybody benefit unless I actually share it? You know, you got to people just get the opportunity to evaluate and be like, well, I guess I never saw any ecstasy over you. Now you come here for a while, you think you'll be able to make, oh well, this is an apple and that's an orange. Otherwise, you can't tell what is the difference between an apple and orange. You can't tell what is really ecstatic and what isn't. What is real Raganuga Bhakti and what isn't. Nobody knows because you're being taught by those who are not real Raganuga Bhaktas. So nobody knows. The Maya prevails and religion prevails and then disappears until somebody comes to establish what Lord Caitanya established. Well, anyway, we're here to do that. Real bhakti, real tears, real heartfelt laughter of God. Real, 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 real deal for everyone. Otherwise, nothing but fakes. Fake outs, fakes, misleading, religion. It's not the perfection of religion. Perfection of religion. I'll read it again. It's so beautiful. I read it yesterday. What is the perfection of religion? Let's read that first. Let's see if I can find it quick. Move this over here. Go right to the perfection of religion. Chapter 9. Everybody, if you want, go find it. It's in chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita as it is. That's why I like this book. It's as it is. Bhagavad Gita as it is. Most confidential knowledge. Didn't I just tell you something really confidential? Most confidential? Who knows this? Do you think not even a guru in the Narayan Raj group knows what I just told you? Because they're still inside the box. That's why. I went inside the box to see what it likes to feel like in the box, but I'm not in that box anymore. I like being free. I like being, getting real intelligence, and because that comes from ecstatic worship. I like following the book now as it is. Was that following the Bhagavad Gita as it is? That guru telling that lady, oh, I took away your ecstasy that you got reading the pastime so you can preach. Oh, is that Bhagavad Gita 10:10? Is that to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy? I give them real knowledge and real understanding? No, he took it away. You've been fooled. You don't. Putana was good, man. He was good too. Why? Because Putana is very good. She's expert at her game. She fools, especially those who think they're so intelligent, so smart. The competitors with Prabhupada, the godbrothers were, weren't they? Didn't Prabhupada said he thought maybe there was one that wasn't actually envious and competitive with him. That's how it is. Why wouldn't you? A real devotee, why wouldn't you want to be competitive even here? And envious and jealous and all that. Why wouldn't you? The greatest thing is here. I'm rich, man. I'm rich, man. I got an eternal relationship with God. That's an enviable position. Okay? That's why those who have some of that, envy and jealousy, that's the last thing that I want. My goal is to dismantle that in this world, dismantle that competition and all that, and just let a whole bunch inside, all the way up into religion. And all those people that say, yeah, we're a crying school with no tears. All those persons say we're Raganuga Bhakti, spontaneous devotees without any Raganuga and spontaneous. You're all hypocrites, man. Hypocrisy. And then we're going to get you over it, or get somebody over it. Man. You can't have any faith in hypocrisy. Why do you think people, why they're miserable in this world? They have faith in hypocrisy and those who are serving hypocrisy. See, serving the world, serving Maya. Anyway, this is a chance to stop serving Maya on all levels so you can, how else can you get Vrindavan unless you can get through there? How else can you get into Vrindavan unless I preach like this? Lord Caitanya preached like he got people through the Devananda obstacle. That's like the Narayan Maharaj. He was like that. And if he didn't make any comments, nobody would have made it through. He wouldn't have. He made it through. Right? The Lord here is going all out, man, just revealing every nook and cranny of his Maya. See? But and the only way it can be revealed is Bhagavad Gita 10:10. You need to see somebody personified that verse. You got to see with your own eyes that this person genuinely, authentically worships Krishna with real, pure, loving ecstasy. And then they have real understanding like that verse and real knowledge of what the heck is going on in this world. Nobody else. And you can't put yourself as an authority unless you're like that. Better listen to somebody like that. Yeah, they'll be odd. They'll be different because nobody has the power to do that. Lord Caitanya had the power because of his loving ecstatic worship to point out everything if he wanted. Just like now. The Lord is using somebody. If you're lucky, you hear stuff like this. Yeah. Yeah, people preaching rules, preach rules and regulations as the highest path. I'll preach this. This is the highest path. We prove it. What? You come here, we'll make you logical beings. Attaining the kingdom of God in this life, which people have already, many of them here, is stronger than following rules and regulations and just getting a demigod position. Being like attached to external ceremonies and worship, and chanting the name out of duty, even though you have no ecstatic love like Lalita there. And you laugh and you cry and you choke up and you make mega advancement every day. Every day, the white lotus, the Shishastaka verse, the white lotus of good fortune expands. Well, that's Lalita's chanting, or anybody like that. Once you hit the ecstatic stage, man, it's like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Yeah. No, confidential knowledge. Was this the one? Yeah. See, this knowledge is the king of education and the most secret of secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization. It is perfection of religion. It is everlasting and is joyfully performed. See, this knowledge, Bhagavad Gita 10:10 is this knowledge. And so many other verses, they're all saying the same thing, basically. Yeah. The question people should ask about Bhagavad Gita 10:10, to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding. Okay, so how does that relate to me in my life? How can I take advantage of that verse? Well, that's a great question. I'm glad you guys, well, you couldn't ask that, don't have the power, but I'll ask it for you. Prime the pump. How can you take advantage of that verse? Well, like the rest of all these books say, go to somebody who does worship the Lord with loving ecstasy and has real knowledge, and listen to them, that real knowledge. Because you're going around to those who don't have loving, ecstatic, pure worship of God. that is pure love of God, pure devotional service. You're going to those who don't have that and getting their understanding and their knowledge, and it's not that pure because they don't have the loving ecstasy. Simple. So go to those who do. How do I know? Well, if you're lucky, you come here and you listen and learn to distinguish that. Learn what is loving ecstasy. People say, oh, you're sentimental. Yeah, you're right. Spiritually sentimental. You must be. You're not spiritually sentimental, ecstatic love. Your soul is not awakened. Your spirit, your love for Krishna is not awakened. And you don't have these spiritual sentiments. You got no real understanding, no clarity. You're unclear. You can't help people very well. We can help it. Why? Because the Lord reveals so many amazing things already. I mean, here we get the revelation on the revealed scriptures. We speak that revelation. We clarify it, magnify it, bring more information down into it till it becomes like, wow, man, that's reality. I love that reality. See? That when you love this reality, you love these verses. You see the truth and you feel the truth and you taste the truth in them. You found true love. You found Krishna. You found God, man, because he's these verses. This is chit, real transcendental knowledge. And you have the Ananda. You're a manifestation of Sat Chit Ananda in this world. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit is here. The Father is here. He's the real Word coming through the real Son. Because there's a real Holy Spirit of emotional Nanda. The Satchidananda is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Same thing. The real Son is the awakened soul, awakened spirit, who loves the Spirit and things related to the Spirit. Otherwise, you got all this hypocrisy in the world. Yeah, come to me. I'm big guru. Look at me, pomp, and I'm so fantastic and everything. But come to me, and I'll take your ecstatic emotion away, so you can preach. That is a lie. That's Maya lying to you. She does it so well. That's the Putana obstacle. Still caught up in it. You know, when I went to the Narayan Raj group, I always seen all this subtle envy, and nobody could see it. But I saw it's like, this is really tricky. I was seeing all these tricky things going on. See, and you can't see it because when you're caught up in it. See? This is because I was worshiping the Lord in this ecstasy. The Lord protected me and wanted to show me what it's like in there. See? So anybody want out of that? Well, if you come here, we'll get you out of that. I don't hate him. Why should I hate the Lord's servants? You're not going to get it. It's just these are all, you see these obstacles, these demon things, the Putana, is all to protect Vrindavan. You just got to go the right way. I'm just here to take all that away. If you believe in this preaching more than that preaching, you can go in. Otherwise, it's going to be many lifetimes for you still. Why? That was his word. He gave you his word. Many lifetimes. He was telling you what's going to happen. Many lifetimes before you're going to attain. And you're following that path. I say in this life, you believe this word coming from here. And I'll prove that it's true. I'll use Prabhupada's books and the Goswami books in the way he couldn't use. And prove that this word is without hypocrisy. And this word is straight and true and real and will get you into Vrindavan without dying, without your body going. Look at Lalita. This is Vrindavan. That Vrindavan is to chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, just like the Vrindavan devotees did. Wherever they would be, they would still chant the holy name in great ecstatic devotion. Lord Caitanya is an example of that. Lalita is an example of that. Johan's an example of that. River's an example of that. Great ecstatic devotion. That's it, man. And the Lord is giving it here. You show me a better, more profound place to be, more powerful place to be, more enlivening place to be, more real place to be, more an ecstatic place to be that can bring people here every day. Every day is an adventure and a party. You show me another place like that. That in itself shows you the real truth is here. Krishna is all attractive, man. His knowledge is all attractive. But of course, you got to get purified to realize it and to appreciate it. Most people have been poisoned by the putanas out there. Still got in their harikatha poison. Psh, psh, psh. And go, and people misunderstand. They think, oh, go Hari, you got poison too. Oh yeah, the truth. People think truth is poison because they've been drinking the poison out there. See? Proof that this is medicine is people get purified here. People become ecstatic devotees here. See, the verse becomes you. You become personified verse. You will say, man, I'm being relieved of the miseries of material existence. This is perfection of religion. I've been able to abandon all those religionists and those manipulators. I don't have any faith in those manipulators who have material motive for being my leaders. Okay? These guys, they promote themselves as your leaders, and they are, because you believe in you need some kind of leader. Somebody's got to lead. I also have leaders. I haven't found a living one that I can really trust. But, I have these leaders here. Luckily, I had ecstatic devotion. I can appreciate it. Most people don't. Therefore, you come here, we'll get you the ecstatic present. You want an ecstatic present? So that you can be led by these books. You can see what's actually in these books. These simple little verses that I quote over and over and over again. You want to see all the juice inside one word, one verse, one sentence. You want to chew and masticate it really well so you can digest it. Well, that's what you get here. You become as good as guru, but not with a big false ego like some who leave here. You got some coming back, it looks like. That's good. That shows their sincerity, Dean Smith, Hare Krishna. Supersonic, supernova. Yeah, that's a supersonic sun. So we go at light speed, man, fast. Yeah, we have a light drive, light speed drive, the quantum drive. Yeah. So those who are not faithful in devotional service, so those who are not faithful in this pure devotional service, because that's what it is, not just devotional service. Pure devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of enemies. See, if you want to attain the Lord in this life, you have to be faithful in those who are preaching pure devotional service. You want to attain the Lord in many lifetimes, you have to be faithful to those who preach Vaidhi Bhakti, like Narayan Raj. Oh yeah, you're going to get them, because a lot of sincere Narayan Raj devotees, aren't they? They dedicated their lives. You're going to get, you'll get after many lifetimes. So you want to try to be faithful, because you may give it up. A lot of people have given up. I've seen people who are very close to Narayan Raj just leave. Just leave. And nobody knows why, because they always want to hide the truth. Nobody wants to say anything. So nobody knows. It's all about hiding the truth. See? Isn't that what life is about? Hiding the truth. See? And what life is really about is revealing the truth. So people have a choice. You want many lifetimes? Go follow Vaidhi Bhakti in the name of Raghunuga Bhakti with Narayan Raj or the Radhakund Babajis. And they tell you, oh, prema, oh, not in this life. Oh, man, after many lifetimes. Yeah, you're right. The Lord is speaking truth through them many lifetimes. You want it in this lifetime? You'll probably get it. I say probably. It depends, it depends on you, Depends on what you want. Some people come here, they want to be a big teacher. They think, oh, they look at the pockets of the guru. See, the pockets here, oh, be a big teacher, be a big guru. They think, you're looking at my pockets, not here. See? You're not looking up here. You're looking down at the pockets. The pockets are there. What's in the pockets. Ooh, I like to have, he has disciples in his pockets. Yeah, well, it's because of up here, man. Get up here. Don't think, well, let me just put people in the pockets. See, you're putting the cart before the horse. Seek the kingdom of God up here. Radha. And all else is added. People will come. They will be your disciples. Why not? But otherwise, you're just a cheater. You're cheating. Yeah, that's what they did, with Prabhupada. They wanted what was in Prabhupada's pockets, all the buildings, all the disciples. And if they would not submit, they kicked them out and got new ones from Prabhupada's books. They don't have the power. They have to use. I use Prabhupada's books, but what do? Do I use it just so that I have people in my pockets? That's what they do. You don't get out of their pockets because they're in Prabhupada's pockets only. And then you're in their pockets. There's your lifeless disciplic line. Here you come into the devotees' pockets. See? My pockets are here. See? That to me is the wealth of bhakti devotion. See? Gives the wealth of knowledge. And then spontaneously, people come in your pocket. Hey, we want to be in your pocket. We like being there. We feel safe there. See? And then all of a sudden you become a pocket for others. See, you're on a branch in the real tree. And then you stay here, the real path. You imbibed it, you preach it, and liberate the world. Okay? You're not a hypocrite. Oh, yeah, because that's just the way it is. We're here, everybody could take advantage of you. You guys who are in Prabhupada's pockets only. You're not in his pocket. This is his real pocket. That's why he got disciples and he got buildings and all of that stuff for preaching purposes. That's why we get to, you see, I got people in the pocket here. They think this is safety here. Let me find a little place on this tree. See, there'd be then you a branch, sub-branches and branches. Yeah, isn't it nice to be in a real safe place, man? You want safety? Come here. Don't believe these hypocrites and liars, man. All of them, all of those gurus. Well, what kind of safety? Telling you to do what the mundane persons are telling you to do. To go get injections and put masks on, believe in masks. Believe in all this bullshit they're preaching in the world today is real. The only reason that the world will be if it's destroyed, I don't know, it depends if people wake up or not. We just see the friction's happening now. So spontaneously something will happen. The demons are fighting the demigods. The demons are lying like crazy and deceiving and all this right now, and the good people are fighting that. See, and we're preaching pure devotional service. You notice, not hating anybody. They hate each other. We don't hate anybody. We're the neutral party in the middle. See, and we're doing pure devotional service at this time. So, man, something wonderful is going to happen. Is already happening. People getting through, or even attacking religion and all its little lies, strongholds in the Vaishnava movement. Notice? Attacking the strongholds now. See, stronghold to keep people down. So you have downtime in the material world still. You need the perfection of religion. The perfection of religion is hear the truth, man. That is perfect. Truth of ecstatic devotion, man. The truth that comes from that, what it reveals, and where Maya is got her strong hold on you. Now we lay our cards out. See, we got the straight flush. You got deuces out there. See, and we're showing people. Come on, look at the straight flush here, man. Look at the deuces in the Narayan Raj group. Look at the deuces in ISKCON. Deuces. Man, no power in that. You know, you got a straight flush. There's power in it. There's wealth in that. The wealth of that. See, we're like that. We won the game with the truth. The straight flush, people just don't know. They don't know what a straight flush is or where the straight flush is, so we have to reveal it. Hey, man. Hey, world. Hey, you Vaishnavas out there. We have the straight flush, man. We flush out all the garbage here. See? And it rushes in the real bhakti. See? Don't you see the straight flush, man? See? Straight flush here. Yeah. All hearts. All in order. See? King, queen, prince, the princess. All hearts. Queen of hearts. King of hearts. Jack of spade. No, Jack of hearts. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? All straight flush. See? Flush out all the bullshit, man. You need a straight flush to win the game, right? Well, we got one. Prove it. And you guys got a pair of deuces. What is this? Many lifetimes. Come on, man. Wake up. Sleeping souls. Wake up. Why go for the pair of deuces of many lifetimes before you attain Krishna when you can have the straight flush and flush out all the bullshit, all the speculations, all the illusions, all the hypocrisies, all the lies? The truth will set you free. Yeah. Truth will set you free, man. I ain't afraid to expose an illusion. Let them rage, man. That's great. Part of get that poison out of you. Rage, you're offensive to the pure devotees. The illustrious Narayan Maharaj. Yeah, well, what did he do? You didn't get anything. You're like these ISKCON gurus. Nobody's getting much. What'd you get? A bunch of rules, regulations. Can't eat this, can't eat that. No carrots, no tomatoes in one group. Fastings. Oh, wow, you got so much. It's always been religions. Hypocrites have been teaching religions forever. Oh, and then they start tricking. Oh, yeah, but we're going to give you Raganuga. Raganuga words. See, all just words, man. No deeds. No ecstatic bhakti coming out. Yeah, crying school. Look at the big plaque. Crying school for Gaur Govinda. You go in there, all right, we're going to see some tears. Oh, no tears. Oh, big plaque, purebhakti.com. We're purebhakti.com. And I went in there, and where's the pure bhakti? Nowhere to be seen. All just blah, blah, blah. What, you think? Look at Shamarani. Does she look really ecstatic? Does she look like an ecstatic devotee? All it said, oh, Shamarani, oh, you're so great. Yeah, what's the greatness? Where is the energy? You look like walking around with no life. Well, in Narayan Raj, I got life from it. What, you reflect life? Show me life, man. Show me real. That's what I want to see. Yes, I'm a disciple of Narayan Raj. He's a successor of Prabhupada. Here's my example. And, oh, Shamarani, you're so great. You were initiated. See, everybody's in their minds and fantasizing. Big fantasy. Oh, she was initiated by Prabhupada and went to Narayan Rai. Oh, she's so great. And she memorized, and she look at it. She Mrs. Humble Pie. She's nice. Yeah, I liked her. We had a nice relationship. But people are weak. They don't have real life. You got to find the real line, man, and preach the real line. Prabhupada gave you an introduction. See, we're at first chapter. Oh, we don't stop there. We're at second chapter. Oh, we don't stop there. We're at third chapter of the real book of life. Oh, we don't stop there. We're at fourth chapter of the book of life. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and we ain't stopping till the body is finished. Many chapters. We can get as many as we can in there. Yeah. Thank you, Narayan Raj. You set the stage, gave us some nice preaching here. I've been wanting to distinguish this one. This is hey man, you think in every lifetime you get Putana distinguished in her, I mean, look at her. Am I not describing Putana? Don't we have examples of that in this world? So nice. I mean, Putana walked right in Vrindavan, just like these gurus walk right into Vrindavan, right? And she acted, I'm a real devotee of Vrindavan, just like these gurus. We're real devotees of Vrindavan, and we're here to lead you into the kingdom, but you never get in because Putana can't take you in. She's not a real, authentic Vrindavan resident. And here we have real life examples of the Putanas who say they can get you in and look like the greatest devotees, but you don't get in, do you? But people get in here because we get people over the Putana who are ready to get purified. Even if you're not, even if you didn't ask for it, we'll rage you out of it. You'll be raging like Kalya on this preaching, man. You will, hey, Go Haridas is the demon personified, according to your demoniac stuff coming out of you. I'm just speaking truth, man. I know experience, man. I've been there, done that, been in there, been in the den of snakes. I know all what snakes do. This is a special mission. Not anybody can just do this mission, man. You got to be empowered. Actually, you have to have a little bit of Lord Shiva empowerment to do this. You notice he got snake around him. He can deal with the snakes. Nobody else. Everyone here that's been bitten by these snakes, they haven't come out yet. See? Because bhakti wasn't strong enough. See? You ever go in you ever see these stories that people fall in with a den of snakes? They throw you in a hole, and there's a whole bunch of snakes in there, and they bite. You don't come out. You just get weaker and weaker and more poisoned. I had students like that. I had one he's still in there. They bite. I almost got him out one time before, but there's so many snakes biting him, and he's so weak. His bhakti started to come out, a little bit, and he started to come forward, and then they go start the Narayan Raj group. Boom, gone, back in there still. Hey man, it's snaky all the way till you get the real Vrindavan, and you got to prove before you can even do this preaching. You got to prove that you're in Vrindavan, man, and Krishna's protecting you. And it has to come down to that. Lord, to get people to have love of God, Lord Caitanya preached. That's why I have to preach like that for love of God to be here. Otherwise, everybody gets stuck in religion and the Putanas all the way up to the top, just like the popes and all these guys, the elites. There's elites in religion, man, and they're stopping you from the real bhakti. Until you believe this word, because this word works. You can have faith in this word because it does results, man. It gives shelter. A Vrindavan shelter. I prove it every day. These people lying to you. And this is their nature. It's their job. I'm here. Hey, man, I declare war on Maya. Have to get people, to get love of God established again. This is why I have the power of the disciplic ascent. Has Prabhupada's full approval, man. Full. Not just a little, full approval, blissful approval. Doing exactly what he wants. Go for the juggler now of the snake, man. Gobble it up. The snake of Vrindavan. The truth, man. Heal the world. See, I already had this going up already. Now we're time to swallow. We're up there, and now we're at the snake, and the snake of illusion, and Maya just gobble it all up, man. See? So now the door is nice and open, so people can just walk right into Vrindavan, and just come here, walk into Vrindavan. People are walking in, man. That's right, an Andakanda. This is big. You need a big snake of Vrindavan to come and gobble this Maya up, man. Yeah. Where were we? See, those who are not faithful in this devotional service, see, those who cannot attain me. So you'll attain ultimately if you get a little, like you get like Meena and all these people. Depends when. I say for them either this life or another life, shortly. But they will go back until you understand the lessons here. I mean, this is such an opportunity. You get here what you would get in Vrindavan. If you attain, see, people are qualified to go to Vrindavan already because you naturally attract. When you become attracted to Krishna, I don't care what kind of bullshit is in you still. If the Lord is giving the mercy here, I'm just going to give you Vrindavan worship. Then you can cry and laugh and everything. There's some little indescript. Don't worry about that, man. They're powerful there. Just come to Vrindavan. We'll clean you up. Yeah. But you get cleaned up here just like you would there. But if you give this up, then you can't go there. How can you? Because you gave it up here and it's still here. And you gave it up here. How are you going to go to it there? You won't even recognize the real Krishna because you don't recognize the real Krishna working here. Radha and Krishna are working here. Lord Caitanya is here. The real parampara is here. And you don't recognize there. How are you going to go there? You're stuck in the material universe. What can Prabhupada do for you? He's already empowering this. What Prabhupada disciples, what can he do for you? He's already working here. He's got his order and authority to purify people further. That's why it's here on this earth. Deliverance is on the earth here. That's why, people that get new life, if you get burnt out here on mundane things, great. And then if the Lord comes, in the form of his devotees, then you'll have new life. And you'll appreciate it. Like, yeah, man, I'm ready for this, man. Like Lalita, she's ready for this. She's burnt out on the world, man. Burnt out. Trying to be good. She thought, if I'm really good enough, I'll really arrive. No arrival, right? She arrived here, the Lord had mercy, waiting for this. Just like Maria, waiting for this. Just like Amy, waiting for this. Oh, everybody's waiting for this in their own way.
But for the Bhaktis will say, yeah, but we follow that part of devotional service. That's what they have in their head. They think they are following that part.
Well, they're following the many lifetimes path.
Yeah,
yeah. So fine, you can follow that, see, and be faithful in that, and after many lifetimes you'll attain it. But now this is another preaching, the deeper level of that preaching. Those who follow the path of pure devotional service, Raganuga Bhakti, by a Raganuga Bhakti, by a spontaneous devotee. See, you will, and you stay on that path, and then you will go there. Otherwise, you notice people who fall here, they fall back to Jesus or fall back to Prabhupada's Vaidhi Bhakti. See, went down. See, so you went down a notch because of offenses. When you give up the real guru and become disrespectful like that, you fall down automatically. That's Krishna's mercy, is to teach you. I mean, isn't that what it's about? A lesson. Oh, I fell down. The Lord gave me a real guru who has real bhakti to deliver me, and I gave that up. Oh, that's a good lesson, isn't it? Some people never learn it. Like Vallabhabhate, see, a lot of it's unfortunate that we don't get a lot of these clear stories sometimes. We do and we don't. See, so that story was, they just kind of hush it up, unfortunately. But we can surmise what happened because he was always full of false ego, thinking he was so smarter than the devotees. And then he became humble a little bit. He took initiation, but it looks like it sprang back, just like here. You could see that people spring back. They come a little humble, like Meena became a little humble for a while. She's sprang back and forth about 4 times or 3 times already. See? And then the false ego comes back into play. And that happened to Vallabhabhata because he started his own disciplic line and never mentioned Lord Caitanya, never mentioned him. Never made himself the Mahaprabhu. He was Mahaprabhu. That's why I started reading that stuff and I felt horrible. I was like, something's wrong here, man. I can't read this anymore. I just found it kind of interesting to see, wow, this guy really did all these, and he as soon as Lord Caitanya disappeared, he imitated the same thing and went in the river and committed suicide. See, imitation all the way. And because people have this sometimes a great desire to be a great personality. Lord Chaitanya's greatness was this pure worship. That was his greatness. Not being it, not trying to be something, to be a great person. This is the last snare, illusion. Lord Caitanya, that's what I teach here, right? Teaching, just relish this name, man. The greatness comes automatically. Why? Because, see, we get so intimate with the Lord. We're so related to the Lord automatically because the Lord is so close to you. Those who really want, you get only the choice persons, which I don't want a bunch of, contaminated, really like a whole bunch of contaminated. We couldn't handle it, not for this preaching. Let the other servants. I mean, I may poo-poo these guys. Narayan Raj is a servant of the Lord. Jaipataka and all of them are serving the Lord. The Lord is providing a guru for everyone. But still, I have to preach like this. Otherwise, nothing will get done. People got to know where is the real path, right? I know everybody is a servant of the Lord. Come on, man. That's why I don't hate anybody. But I got to say, okay, here's the narrow gate. This is what it looks like. Who wants to come in? Who wants Krishna fast? You want the many lifetime path? Go to Narayan Raj. He even promised you. That's his word. He gave you his word. And it's true. Many lifetimes you will get Krishna. And I'll give you my word. My word is the Lord's word. My word is Lord Caitanya's mercy word. My Lord is Prabhupada's, his blessing word. Krishna's blessing word. But they're not incapable. If they want, the line can give ecstatic love, and he is. The Lord, the line, Krishna, they want to give it, Gaurahari. Just go and preach my mercy. I'm showing, the Lord's showing me this stuff. It's all in the books. And he's saying, yes. See, my approval, Prabhupada, yes, preach it. You see it. I've seen it from the beginning. Look at his mercy. Lord showed these emotions, and people started to get this bhakti, and Prabhupada saying, yes, show it. You see it, show it. It has my approval to do so. Don't shut up. Don't keep your mouth shut. See, so we do. Why not? It's great to be an instrument of the liberation of the world. what a great privilege we got, right, Lilita and Tom? What a great team we're assembling here, the 300. Can you imagine if we had 300, we'd be like those guys in the movie. You know, they were 300, but man, were they well trained, man. They had power. They conquered millions of persons. See, they were also situated in the narrow gate. See, to get to them, you had to go through this narrow gate, but nobody could get through unless they allowed them. See? Come in this gate. Otherwise, you're trying to get in the kingdom. All those armies of the Lord's Maya will cut you down. But you come in this gate, man. Just come here. The door is open, man. Just come here. Come through this word. See if this word is true. Come, we'll challenge you 30 days. Come and listen. Come and see. Come to talk to the devotees. Interview them. See if it doesn't change your life for the better, for the best. Not for just the better, for the best. It has mine. Every day, more magnificent chanting. To me, that's it. More magnificent chanting. Lord, just more magnificently come close and manifest. Let me give me. Let's do this transcendental kissing thing. Like people kiss in their bodies. Oh, it's so beautiful and everything, but it's material. How about kissing the Lord? Oh, that kind of kissing. That's Vrindavan style. Man. That's why the gopis, Krishna loves that. Oh, I can kiss the gopis. Oh, what relationship I got. It's so intimate. I also love that. Lord Caitanya loved it too. He was a lot of stuff about the lips of the Lord. A whole chapter on the lips of Krishna. Oh, those lips. See, you're only possible. You got to see those lips on the lips of a real gopi. 3 years ago, on the early summertime, I lived in the temple and started to listen to Srila. Oh, 3 years already? It's been 3 years. My God, time flies. Yeah. Listen to Srila Gohari hours per day. And later on, meeting with a group of devotees on Zoom. And we talked another hours. This memory feels in my heart like the biggest summer romance of my life. Yes. Otherwise, you were going to be romancing a stone. That's what the Vaidhi Bhakti is romancing. The Lord is still a bit hard, Hard hearts, that's a demon thing, you criers, you sentimental persons out there in Gorhari's group. I love the wet Vrindavan kiss. Oh, Freddie, that's too confidential to speak, Freddie. How does he know these kind of things, man?
He's more ecstatic than he shows us.
I know he's one of those. He's like the Rupa Goswami type, Yeah, one thing I did like about the Narayan Raj group is they were showing what it is to be like a family. They actually were trying, very trying. But it's like what I've seen in all people doing religious and spiritual practice. Even you can't achieve that until ultimately you find this. You notice we're achieving that. We're becoming like a real spiritual family here. Just like the early Christians, many of them started to achieve that. They became very close. And they started calling each other beloveds and all of that stuff because it becomes so pure. They started to see God was in everybody. Just like I don't say with the starting thing, I think, my God, Lord, you showing me these? I don't know if I should say this stuff, man. Speak to these people like this. It's so it's so beautiful, Oh, GBC, yeah, Govinda's got that mood. Yeah, let's get them, man. Oh, GBC, won't you buy me a mridanga and some turntables? All you gurus got Swiss bank accounts. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. You know? It's okay. Swiss bank accounts, you know, the government's, you know, is getting weird now. Obama doesn't like the crypto. He says, you know, this is living entity is getting too much freedom here, man. He says on these phones, man. He says they're like having these phones are like having a Swiss bank account because of the crypto. You know? That's why they don't like. They hate it, man. They hate this. This is Maya hates. You know, the little entity. They won't. She won't somehow or other. She won't let you get away until you go through the narrow gate, man. You cannot overcome her. None of us can. We cannot overcome her except one way: devotion to the transcendental Lord. Okay? That's why you got to come in. Otherwise, you're not getting. You new age people, you're not going to get released. You'll be stuck in the jail cell. Okay? Everybody, you know, Maria is very lucky because she came to the point. She even said, before I was very arrogant, you know, I believed that I could do it all. Somehow or others, the Lord helped her, change her, you know, to the point to meet here. Otherwise, she wouldn't have listened before. She even said, I wouldn't have listened to any of this. You know? But, you know, she was like frustrated. She couldn't get it, you know. Yeah. And so, yeah, you're lucky when you get to that point. Yeah. Yeah, this is real riches. I mean, you know, this is it. And you know, everybody is a servant of the Lord. You know that you can look at that. So you know, I could look at that too. You know, even the demons. You know, who they're managing the world. Who you know, a lot of the demigods, they got lazy. They're not interested in managing the world. They just sit back. The demons are very enthusiastic. They've been working on this, you know, and this new world order. I mean, it takes a lot of energy, man. They've been planting people in there and all that stuff and managing things. You know, everything is the demons have been, you know, very actively. I mean, good people also, they're kind of mixed in, you know, and unfortunately, power corrupts, you know, because of technology. It's just very, you know, it's tempting. If you don't have this, it's very easy to get corrupted because, you know, it's all these opulences come from the Lord, the technology and everything. This comes from God, everything. But it's material and it's full of powerful poisons. See, and the more power you get, the more corrupted you get. If you don't have this, this is why if a person has the real mercy of the Lord, then you can be in a powerful position. You won't be corrupted because you know it is real, and the Lord purifies you. We need this purification. The demons need it. I mean, the demigods need this. Everybody does. It's so great. So fantastic. It's so nice to feel clean. Even demons, when they cleanse their body, you know, they go and they take showers. Many, you know, demigods too. They want to get clean. Wow, but this cleansing, oh man. That's why the demons, they want to ethnic cleanse. They think they need a pure race. But they don't know the power of our Lord. The power of the Lord likes whether you're clean materially or unclean. He cleanses it all. That's why however you come to him, in whatever position, you'll be cleansed like everybody else. Whether you're a vegetarian or a meat eater. Doesn't matter. Whether you'll be cleansed spiritually. You know, Hitler was a vegetarian. He believed in the Vedas. He used the Vedas. That's how they developed nuclear energy, was because of the Vedas. There's some kind of formulas in there. I mean, it was part of I don't know the details of that, but you know, he used a lot of the Vedic truths. Yeah. Okay. I love it's the perfection of religion, the everlasting and joyfully performed. And that's kind of, you see, you got to show that. Do you have something that's everlasting and joyfully performed? We do.
Higher than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a knowledge that's the perfection of religion, where we can abandon all varieties of religion because we found the perfection of religion, which is actually the truth, and to speak the truth and relish the truth and be ecstatic about the truth? Yes, yes, yes to everything. My God, all I do is just read these books, and you get the Lord is given the inclination to glorify what is already there. You know, where it becomes real in you, you become a real devotee. I can't be a real devotee on my own, only if the Lord is really with me. See, everybody's trying to show how to be a real devotee externally. Even the Raj, how to be a real devotee externally. Be a real devotee is be real renounced and real austere and follow all the rules and chant 1 lakh, and then you're a real devotee. And look at Gohari comes along, no tilak, nothing, no strict following of rules, and showing what a real devotee is. Real devotee is get the mercy of the Lord, man, where it
Devotee
is.
has devotion.
Yeah. And then the Lord slips into your body, and then it's Him. Yeah. See, you become the verses because He's in you. You're so close to the Lord, man. I just preach closeness. It's fantastic, man. This intimacy is wonderful. It's worthy to surrender to. This word will get you there, man. You can become like this, intimate with the Lord. The Lord will slip in you and be with you. He'll sleep with you. He'll eat with you. He'll walk with you forever. He'll speak through you. You'll speak His glories, real glories, and liberate whoever listens. Look at Lalita. Isn't she happy? So attractive. She is the most beautiful woman in the world. People think, Gori, yeah, I'm not ashamed to say it. She is. Look at that. Bhakti is beautiful, man. Bhakti is the most beautiful, and you can see that on a person who chants in such ecstasy, such great happiness, ever deepening, that her words blossom from that. Beautiful words of truth. Ah, my heart is sold. Yes, ISKCON is a nest of, and we want to go in there and grab those little vipers and make them drink this bhakti. Give us that poison. Go ahead, bite Gaura Haridas. I don't mind. We'll turn that snake venom into medicine. You know what they do? That from snake venom, they make medicine. That's what I do too. You know, the Lord is giving you. He slipped in this body. He can take anything. Go ahead, bite Gaura Haridas. Yeah, you Narayan Raj followers, bite him. Go on, bite his head off. You know, try. You know, get angry, rage. Yeah, go ahead, man. Get the little snake out of here, man. No problem. We'll make medicine out of it. We'll turn it into a healing herb. Yeah. Yeah, you know, whoever gets converted, you'll become, you know, just open-hearted, you know, just it's like St. Francis when he, you know, the Lord came to him and his father brought him into where all his material riches were. He saw that. He says, "Oh my God, my father's burdened," and he took all those riches, threw them out the window. Here, take this, man. Hey, man, it ain't gonna make you happy, but here it is. Let's get it out there. You guys can use some of it, man. Yeah. Yeah, this is treasure, isn't it? These verses are just treasure. Thank you, Prabhupada, man, for translating these books. He loved these books so much. And if we can really love these books, we really love him. Because he loved Krishna. These books are Krishna. He loved Krishna, and you love his books, you really love him, and you love Krishna. That's why if you love a devotee who loves these books, a real one, who really loves these books, you're really loving Krishna. See, it's all family chain. It's a chain link. You become a link in the chain. You know? See, the chain is strong because you're a link now, and you can link others in the chain. See, and then we're pulled. All the Lord is behind over there. Radha and Krishna are just pulling us in, like a ship, solid ship. You've seen these big ships, man, and they have this, and they pull the anchor in. Yeah, that's them, man. It's pulling us in. We're all linked in that chain. Right? Yeah. So by me in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. Isn't that a beautiful word? I mean, Prabhupada really had the perfect words. These he translated them so right on. By me, see, by the Lord, the transcendental Lord, my unmanifested world, my unmanifested form. See, that's the illusion. That's why the Lord is the great. You think these demons are smart? The Lord is even smarter. He outsmarts even them. The demons are trying to illusion everything, and they're imitators of God. They want to be an illusionist like the Lord, but the Lord is the greatest. He said, "Let by me, in my unmanifested form, I pervade the entire universe." Unmanifested form. Think about that. You look at it, and the Lord is unmanifest. What an amazing trick that is. I just told you the secret of all secrets, man. You look at the unmanifested form, the Lord is unmanifest. Oh, what are we doing? You're seeing by hearing the manifested form. This is how the Lord manifests, the conception of the absolute truth. You're starting to see the manifested form. If you start to love these topics and like these topics, appreciate these topics, you're seeing the manifested form. And then you become more indifferent to the unmanifest. Why would you look at forms that make the Lord unmanifest? When you're looking here and seeing the Lord manifest, that's how the Lord has tricked us all with the truth, man. We just want to see the manifested form through our ears every day. It's so attractive. This other one is boring. Look at I want to see the Lord manifest every day. Don't you, Lalita? Don't you, Tom, want to see the Lord manifested every day? Yeah. So we come here. See? The real conception of the absolute truth makes the manifested form of the Lord appear. It reveals the unmanifested form. You gurus, you're still unmanifested form if you don't have pure love of God, and I haven't seen it out there yet. Nobody, come on, impress us that you really got. Show us you've got the manifested form. Show us the love of God. Show us the loving ecstasy. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Show us the revelations that come from that concur and are confirmed by Prabhupada's books and the Goswami books. Show us. What are you afraid of? I know what you're afraid of. No, you don't have to fear that. I don't fear. You want to get over fear, man? Come to the truth, man. Come to the truth. I love it, man. Take away my fear. Just live in truth, man. The truth lives in me. I live in the truth. Truth lives in me. I live in the truth. And where can in the truth? Why? How can fear exist? You know what fear exists is when you're cut off from the truth. That's it. That's why you guys are afraid of committing offenses to gurus who are not gurus. See? You're afraid. See? Because you're in a lie. Causes fear. See, I speak out against the lie with the truth. So you can also be in the truth and not fearful. Hey, if the truth is in any of those gurus, they'll prove it. They can prove it. Come here, prove that you're in the truth and the truth is in you. Or you're just not, you're just one of these fearful persons who you need Prabhupada's, all his buildings and money. You need to usurp that and even use his knowledge to get disciples, and your devotees, and your, appearing to be renounced, using all these toys for boys. Of course, no girls, not many. Mostly boys, mostly boys are the gurus. It's only boys, boyish. You're not a man yet. You're not a man, woman yet. So come prove that you, the Lord, the truth is in you. But nobody will, because it ain't in them. I haven't seen, I looked. There's more truth in Maria than in all these gurus. That's why she comes here. You see, we get the cream of the crop. The Amy's, the Lalitas, the Toms, and all the nice, sincere persons come here and listen. See, the most intelligent investors come here. The greatest capitalists. See? The most intelligent investors, and this is a call to you investors out there. You're looking for a safe bet? Oh, do we have a safe bet for you? Come and invest your time in hearing here. And you're going to get the golden goose from where all those riches you're looking at come from. All those things that make the Lord unmanifest. You'll see the manifest form of the Lord from where all those riches come from. And then you find what real riches are. Rich in understanding, rich in this taste, rich in this ecstatic, intimate with God. See, Lilita smiles when I say and mention anything about kissing God. Oh, she likes that. She's into that. She's not afraid to do it right publicly and speak about it. I can't believe she says all these things. Whoa, man, reveals all this stuff, man. You guys are lucky. We're all lucky to hear what she says. Where Johann says, dude, these things, these dreams he has, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of going on and on and on and on. I'm just a madman today. I'm going to spend my whole $25 I spent yesterday to charge up the phone. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'll spend another $25 today. It's worth it. Yeah. And Maria was so, I'll just relay her thankfulness. She was so, thank you for everybody that gave to her. This took off a lot of stress. And it's so funny. It's not like she says, okay, now we can chant every day. She says, oh yeah, now we can do Sankirtan, we can chant. Like, God, lady's a natural devotee. Unbelievable. She said, 2:00, I want to do, let's go. She wants me to schedule everything. Get me to schedule stuff. I can't believe it, man. She went, let's schedule. What, 2:00, 3:00, what time? I said between 2 and 3. I'll compromise that much. 2 and 3, between that time. See, eagerness. The Lord loves that. Devotee, I love that too. I love, when you see eagerness in devotees, this is special. Yeah, this is special. Yeah, and everything created that. Oh, yeah. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. That's why people see, because they're meditating on the unmanifested form. Therefore, the Lord isn't in them. That's why you need a spiritual master. That's why you need an associate of the Lord. See? So you can get that Lord in you. They bring your attention. They call your attention to the Lord, right? Am I talking about myself, really? Or am I talking about the self? Am I talking about what gives me life? It gives life to the soul is the absolute truth. You come to you listen to this. The Lord will be in you. If the Lord says otherwise, you're looking at my unmanifested form. That's why Maria was a good example. Maria said to me, she says, I just was not, I couldn't get there. I didn't know why. And you reach a certain point. That's it. That's where you get guru. See, the Lord sees you're sincere. You really want him, but you still can't get him. See? And he sends you the bona fide spiritual master. See? And by the mercy of Krishna, he gives you the bona fide spiritual master. And by the mercy of the bona fide spiritual master, you get Krishna in you, like he's in the real guru. Not a many lifetime. Oh, yeah, I'll get it. To be like me, you'll be many lifetimes before that. Okay, well, fine for those who want to follow that path. This is a better one, right? Yeah, my whole thing is I want to see that Lord that's in me, in you. Win-win. You become guru also. Like the book says, become guru. But become guru the right way, the real way, the eternal way, man. The way like persons like Lalita is showing. This is guru, man. She went in the door, becomes the shepherd of the sheep. See, she becomes the verse. It's all about that. That means the Lord has slipped inside her. See, and doesn't slip away anymore. She knows how to grab the Lord. She knows how to keep him bound. She knows the secret now. This is so fun. I like this game. And this verse, the next verse is great too. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. And everything is created. What a great paradox. Well, boys and girls, it's time to resolve the paradox. And yet everything that is in Krishna does not rest in me. That's what we're here to teach, how to rest in Krishna. Hey, Krishna, I'm here to bust your illusion. We're here to teach how to rest in Krishna. And then you find real rest, right? Don't we find real rest in Krishna? He's resting in us, we're resting in him. He likes that. That's called relationship. That's called spiritual relationship. That's called eternal relationship. Once you get this rest, man, and the Lord resting in you, you resting in him, your mind is happy. My mind's been restless. The mind, even if you personify the mind will just tell you this, man, I've been restless because you've been putting me on this unmanifested form of the Lord and that unmanifested form. And it just makes the Lord unmanifest. I'm looking for rest, man. And now you've shown me where rest is because you listened to the person who has found that rest. Like Jesus found the rest, and he taught others how to find that rest. And we teach people how to find that rest. Do you rest in the Lord, and he rests in you? You become his bed, and then you become like an antasesh. He's just sitting there laying back in you, and you're like that in the world. See, the Lord's laying back in it, but he's a little active now. He's opening his eyes, and because he opens his eyes through you, because you're his anantasesh, and you're awake now, you help others become awake. Without you, they can't become awake. See, you become like as good as anantasesh here in this world. Just a little, anantasesh is big form. You're a little form of that. See, the Lord is resting on you now. You're resting on him. You also, Ananta finds rest. God, man, let the Lord rest in me, man. That's where my rest is, the Lord resting in me. Where have you heard such verses spoken like this? I have never heard verses spoken. I like it, man. That's why I come here every day, man. Let the Lord, do his trip, trip out. See, behold my mystic opulence, and that's what it is. That's why even Brahma was bewildered by the Lord's potency. He said, my God, you bewilder the bewilderer. That's what made him a devotee. Yeah. See, convinced, intelligent Brahma, became convinced that Krishna was supreme even over him because he had more understanding, more mystic potency than even him. That's why here, the real truth of what we're doing here will be supreme because this is better than anywhere else. This is more clear than anywhere else. This is more logical, more truthful, and more ecstatic, best of all. More Ananda. Why wouldn't it come out on top eventually? Huh? Truth will set people free. Boy, do we speak a lot of it too, huh? Doesn't end, does it? There's a lot to be spoken here. I love it, man. Never ending, everlasting, and joyfully performed. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Although I am maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation. See, the Lord's isn't that amazing how he does that? Without even barely a glance. He's maintained the air is created. Just through Brahma, just how to create the air, the planets, the earth, and how to turn it into vegetables and fruits and trees and all of this. See? But he's not part of this. See? That's why you got to find devotees. I was telling Maria too. She's a great example for the preaching. So yeah, I tell you, she said, there's nothing like this. This is so different than anything I've done. I said, yeah, it's right, because this isn't from this universe. This is from outside. It's the very source of creation. Outside of this. That's how you know you found something special. It is. Tom wants to say something. Go ahead, Tom.
I don't have any words, but this is so. I want to move. Yes, you are moving. You are moving me.
Why don't you run around? Why don't you run around the room a little bit?
Yeah. I was thinking of doing that.
You don't think, just do it.
Yeah.
Just get up off your chair and do it. Do some exercise, push-ups, jump around. Just jump.
Yes.
Make loud sounds. Scream.
Make some space.
It seems to jump in the cloud of the Lord.
Ah! Ah!
There you go. That's what I like to see. Yeah, I'm not part of this cosmic manifestation. That's why he comes into it as the Vedas. He comes into it as the devotee speaking the Vedas. You notice Brahma spoke the Vedas, right? Brahma, a person. They came through him and spoke it. And now it's all recorded and we speak it. This brings the Lord into this world again through sadhu sangha. That's why the Lord, I'm not attained any way else. Vrindavan Lord is not attained anywhere else except by sadhu sangha. bringing the world in through the word. Bringing the Holy Spirit of devotion in through the word. And through the deed, through the temple. By the devotees, ecstatic prema emanates. See? Purifying the world. She worked with Source as a medium, channel. Did she perceive it as a God or not identified source? Yeah, actually, you can ask her that question. Yeah, I didn't get too much into it. You can ask her. It'd probably be an interesting answer you get. Probably help her understand something what she's doing. Yeah. Understand that as the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests in the sky, all created beings rest in me. As the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests in the sky, all created beings rest in me. You could look at this as a crypto thing too. See, in the crypto space, they call ecosystems. And all these coins and these things that work, they call them contracts, and everything find rest and operational ability in the ecosystem of that particular thing. And if you're not inside the ecosystem, you cannot exist in there. See, so that's a material representation of the spiritual ecosystem called God. Everything is in his ecosystem. Everything, these little smart contracts, is all these living entities engaging with. They're taking these material objects and doing stuff with it, creating contracts. Actually, even the New Age, they talk about soul contracts. So everybody's creating these little contracts with these little objects they're doing. And they're operating inside the Lord. But see, because it's the unmanifested, the Lord ain't manifested. So you live in a very impersonal life. That's why God seems like at best energy. Maybe you make it up to the Brahman level. Oh, he's just energy. Hey, no. He's a person, man. Personal qualities. You begin to manifest those qualities. People look at you and then they see the Father. Yes, that's the way it is. Jagannatha Pandit was so close with Lord Caitanya that the Lord says, well, I can't go to Navadvip, so you go there. Give them my darshan. So every house that Jagannatha Pandit went to, it was just as if they had Lord Caitanya in there, because they saw Lord Caitanya through a closeness of a devotee. That's how it is, man. That's the revelation Narayan Raj he couldn't tell you. There were Prem Parojan that could not tell you these kind of things. They're so simple but profound. You want to know what Krishna looks like? You want to know what the absolute truth looks like? You got to meet a devotee. It's all leading to meeting them. You meet them, you meet the book Bhagavat in person, and therefore you begin to appreciate the book Bhagavat. You begin to love the book Bhagavat like Prabhupada did. We get people to love the book Bhagavat like he did, because your guru does. Not get the book Bhagavat and speculate all over the place like all these people have done, even Narayan Maharaj. Speculation, man. Didn't float my boat. I couldn't. Can you imagine? Okay, I'm sitting in the class. I couldn't understand. I couldn't. It's like I didn't want to understand. And when sometimes it was like I didn't. Can you imagine? Do you think I'm the kind of person that doesn't understand the absolute truth? Because I couldn't. I was there and I lost my understanding. I couldn't even understand what he was talking about. Didn't make, it was all this Radhe and all these creative things and everything. And they still, to this day, think that's good. No, this is Krishna's consciousness. Then, you see, you come here, you get substance, you can feel Krishna. You can feel these verses, man. They make sense. Sense, logic, clarity. The Lord is simple, but profound substance here. I went to these groups, these Radhakuna, all these fantasies. No substance like this. No, prove it. You come here, you guys have been in this you got no ecstasy, nothing, nada. You're still praying, oh, when will I get a tear in my eye? Come here and see what profuse crying for Krishna looks like in physical form. I even asked a question in the Ram Raj group, and he says, that is a wrong question. Can you imagine a wrong question? That's how much he must have disliked my presence being there. He must have felt something. He must have really wanted to squash this bug. Really. I want to tell you, sir, squash that bug so it never rise. But it sprung back because I had a lot of bhakti. I was worshiping God in ecstasy for a long time. That's the secret. That got
Demons
me.
hate the truth. Huh?
Yeah, got me through it. They can't get out of it. You need this help. This is a rope, man. You can come here, you see people got what you guys are just blah, blah. Yeah, ready, but no ecstasy, no pure love of God. In your big false egos of big sticks, your big sannyasis, it's small fry stuff to me. Ain't nothing. It's a piece of straw. That's why I could speak about it, man, for your benefit. For my benefit? No, I don't get any benefit from that. I'm going to help you if you want to be helped. If not, stay in that, man. Take your many lifetime trip, and it will be many lifetimes, believe me. You idol worship. I don't do idol worship, man. I worship the real idol. See, idol? The real idol, rock idols, rock star, the idols. Well, that's the supreme personality of Godhead and Radha. They're the real ones to idolize, because it turns stone into real soft love, devotion, and truth. I heard a lot in the first Sangha, you are not enough level to get an answer for your question. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same stuff, to demean real devotees. Well, that's what Maya does. That's why you got this shelter here. We're here to protect and preserve. Oh, we're real black and whites here. You didn't see our little hats with the black, and you didn't see that little copper cap here, the UK with the black and whites. Yeah, we're the real black and whites here. We're here to protect and to serve, not the bullshit ones that they're here to not to protect and serve you. No, well, they do it on the Mayic level, and not a very good job, especially now. They're not here. They're here to do the opposite of protecting and serving. Well, they're protecting Maya and they're serving Maya. I mean, if you think that's service, I mean, to each his own. We're here to protect your bhakti if you got any left, or you got any. If you don't have any, doesn't matter. You will awaken it. And we're here to serve that, awaken it, flame it, fan it, get it strong, get it clear, protect it from all the putanas out there, all the way up into the higher echelons. Okay, I'm going to stop soon here. It's hard. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature. And at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. See, they enter his nature. See? But they're not realized. See, we're entering his nature, but this is his confidential nature. This is liberation. They get into the Brahman, and they just, that ain't. We're in his real nature. His nature as a supreme personality of Godhead. See, we're liberated. We don't come back into that. See, a lot of people, they go all the way from one beginning of the creation, and they become like, persons or dogs or cats or stones or this or that. Oh, all these different species and demigods and demons and and then go back into that, energy of the Lord. His nature is Brahman. Okay? And then they're spit out again to do it all again. That's why it's called eternally conditioned. You may do that again. Go for many billions of lifetimes as a bird, as an insect, as a microbe, and then go back in. Okay? Lucky is, especially this Kali Yuga, we got this knowledge. We got this connection. We got this ecstasy. We got this understanding. Okay? We promote this. Now you can go into the real, deeper nature of Krishna and never have to come back into this material nature again. You're not spit back out into this thing, going through untold sufferings. And this is no pie in the sky thing, no pearly dye, and you get. That's what they told me in ISKCON. That's what they tell people in religion. Oh yeah, you're suffering now and you're miserable in our religion. Oh, just stick it out, stay miserable. And when you die, then the pearly gates are going to open. Here they open, the pearly gates open when you're alive. Matter of fact, you find real life. And they open more, wider and wider and wider, to the point people can, they can see in there themselves. They look at you and they start to see, wow, I can go into a beautiful place. Oh, I'm very attracted to go in there. Yeah, it's beautiful in here. See, the Lord Caitanya and his real devotees now, they're opening. See, opening Vrindavan. Vrindavan is the Garden of Eden explained, opening this beautiful place. You look at them, you're looking through the door. See? They're the key and the door. See, you go through that, the Lord has given you the key and the door. How to open it. Okay, I'm going to stop now. Take a walk and move on. Thank you very much, everybody. And
thank you, Guru Maharaj. Very ecstatic class.
yeah. Actually, let's leave a little. Let's read some comments if there are anything here. What do we got here? I think somebody said something here. What do we got here? Yeah, okay, that's good. What do you want to say, Tom? Anything? Leaving parting comment. Give us a word.
I'm thinking of Ananta Shesh. He's the bedding, he's the bed where we can find warmth. And this I don't know why, but I have to think about this energy, this Balaram Ananta Shesh energy. Maybe I want to know something about that, to hear something. Maybe you can tell me something.
Yeah. Well, none to say, he does many things for the Lord. He's the Lord's paraphernalia. Just like we're the Lord's paraphernalia. When we become self-realized, it's like the Lord uses us as paraphernalia to express and to liberate people in this world and to find happiness. You become a devotee and the Lord finds happiness in you and you find happiness in him. See, this is enlightenment. This relationship takes all your burdens away forever. This is the highest form of enlightenment. This is beyond Buddhism. They're also giving you in the many lifetimes path. Ask any Buddhist. Oh, you want nirvana? And that's only Brahman. If you look at what they say nirvana is, it's got the symptoms of Brahman. It's just another word for Brahman. Oh, many lifetimes before you'll get liberation. and you got to follow everything perfectly, like they teach in Vaidhi. Oh, you got to be perfect. Oh, you made a mistake. Oh, you're condemned forever. It's like they condemn me, right? Oh, you made a mistake. You're condemned forever. You'll never be guru, right? Yeah. All these learning experience, everything you go through will be learning. Everybody who leaves here for some other bullshit place, it's a lesson for them, you know. Yeah, so Anantasesh, the Lord finds rest. See, he's laying back on Anantasesh, isn't he? Well, he lays back in you, man, and he liberates people in a laid back way. You notice that? He's very laid back here, man, the way he works. Yeah, relaxing, taking it easy, effortlessly liberating people with great joy and happiness. You notice that? Just it's fun, man. Just speak the truth, man. Just relish the name and ecstasy. Oh man, the people the ones who are ready, they're just drawn right into Anantasesha's lair. See? Come back, we make you Anantasesha also. You just become laid back and deliver people. Just the Lord's laying back in you and delivering everybody through you because you're an expansion of Anantasesh. Yeah. Well, that's a good beginning. His glories are endless. We'll get more into them. Gotta save some things to talk about, huh? Okay, my friends. Thank you very much, and we'll come back and do it again, man. Oh, you want to say something, Lolita, before we go?
Because you ask it now.
I still haven't ended the stream.
I like this experience. Really, really very, very strong experience. That's always increasing. But I had it from in the beginning, this idea of I am in him and he is in me.
Yeah.
But it's always increasing, and this is very that's relationship.
Yeah.
That's really,
Forever.
yeah.
This is the eternal life. See the life, right? How can you got to demonstrate you got eternal life in this life? Not yes, I'm Guru Dave and I'm gonna preach eternal life, and you can't see any life in you yet. Come on, man. You got to be it. Are you a real guru, or are you just one of these little whippersnappers? You little play doh. Let's mold this guru into a guru here. Let's see. We need to put a nice. It's like you're dressing up Ken or Barbie. Let's put a little dress on them. There's still a doll. An idol. They don't move. There's no real life in that. That's the modes of nature. We'll just dress up the doll. We'll put the nice little dress and put a nice little necklace on them, the neck beads, and a little straight tilak, and give them a nice seat. It's like, and the children are doing this, right? Your children are you're making up your dolls out there. See, the real guru is made up by the Lord. See, made up. See, he's the makeup. See that word makeup. There's a made up. Oh, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. We can speak a lot about that one. Yeah, exactly. Anything else there, Lolita?
No, it's okay, Guru Raj. Thank you so much. Very nice.
I just want to give one little kiss to your feet. Please let me kiss those feet forever. I'm in love with those feet. You guys they say, Gore, you see, he's a foot fetish guy. Yeah, I'm proud of it. I want to kiss to Lolita's feet. And everybody who worships the Lord in ecstasy, I kiss to your feet. Okay, my friends, this was fun. Huh? So anyway, the party never ends here, man. That's what I say, man. Don't be foolish. Come and check out. Check it out, man. It's a rave, man. It's there ain't no place like this on the planet, man. I've been around enough to see. I've been going to India like so many, I've been there about 30 times now. I've been looking for a place like this, and Krishna says, well, if there's going to be a place, we have to create it here. You got the order now, so do it.
Universal.
Yeah, universe. Yeah, you got to do it, man. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. I'll see you later.